Hello my beautifuls, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. I didn't originally plan to do a reading just yet, only because I'm cooking, but I was so drawn to do a reading for you all. It really feels that the energy I'm picking up, it's very much like I am rising. That's the energy. I am rising. It's like the phoenix is coming out of the ashes and rising. So before I start, I'm going to have a little dong, clear the energies. Absolutely beautiful. Really feel as soon as you can hear that frequency, it kind of clears and calms. Okay, before I start, I want to just randomly pick a page from the prayer book. Now, I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in God anyway. And I feel that what's happening right now with that Phoenix rising energy, it feels the energy that I'm picking up, that you are the chosen one. You are the chosen ones that went through hell. That's the energy I'm picking up. You went through hell. And it's time to rise. Okay? So what does God want to say? It's the book. Okay. Random page. Random page. Okay. I believe, my Saviour, that you know just what is best for me. I believe that you love me better than I love myself, that you are all wise in your providence and all powerful in your protection. My Lord, I will wait on you for your guidance and on obtaining it. I will act upon it in simplicity and without fear. And I promise that I will not be impatient. If at any time I am kept by you in darkness and perplexity, nor will I ever complain or fret if I come into any misfortune or anxiety. This is about faith. This is about divine faith, that your journey has a purpose. There's a purpose behind the experience that you've experienced, okay? And I really am feeling that Phoenix rising. So I'm going to go for, it's called the Inner Child. Okay, let's start with that first before we go with anything else. I hope you're all well. I just want to say, I have read so many amazing comments on my YouTube and also my TikTok, but YouTube has really blown me away with the comments, and I really thank you so much for sharing your experiences. It definitely helps me to feel that this cosmic shift, I am part of that. I'm part of the collective. I'm part of that experience because I've been there. I've been in your experiences. I've been in 14 years of healing, deep soul healing. And prior to that, 10 years prior to that, I also went through deep healing of losing my teenage son in a car accident. So I've gone through the light and the dark of it all. I really have met freaking demons over 15 years of deep healing, breaking down belief systems, breaking down the program, the matrix. And my spirit guides has been guiding me to come out and get on my YouTube. My YouTube was set up in 2016, I think, or 17, and I very rarely went on it. And I'm starting now. It's took me a long time, And I'm going to stir the fucking pot. I'm going to stir the pot because these demons are agitated by you all because you can see them. Okay? And so they're going to try their best to attack you in some way. Maybe in words or actions, through people, just to get you triggered. Well, you're not going to be triggered because you're Phoenix rising. You've learned too much. They're being exposed. These narcissists is going to be exposed. Once and for all. We're breaking the chain to the program. That's the energy I'm picking up. Emotions are the reflections. Look for a deeper meaning. Okay. Let love guide you. Today's the day of the Phoenix rising. You know the way. Underneath the deck is a breathe in. Okay. Breathe in. Practice breath work today. That's quite interesting with where I was at today. I've received a comment where it was to do with reciting the Bible from one of my posts. Now, I don't read the Bible. I did try, but that's another story, and I will go into it another time. And the experience I gained from that. But they was reciting about me mentioning the feeding the 5,000, and it's what I was talking about in one of my videos. It's very much a metaphor where it was representing the fifth and the second chakra, because that's what I was drawn to, but it was still to do with fish. Quite interesting actually, but it triggers, and it triggers people into commenting certain things. But I just want to make it quite clear that Jesus actually is Ashwa, okay? Ashwa, which is to do with breath. And Ashwa is also to do with the third eye, okay? And like I said, actually, in that particular video, the Bible, I can see it a lot deeper. The deeper meanings of what man created in the Bible. Any Christians on here, on my spiritual channel, you're not going to beat me. You won't beat me. You will not beat me. Okay. Okay. Because God is within all of us. God protects all of us. God does not just stand by the church gates or the doorway. God is within all of us. Okay, so emotions are the reflection. Look for a deeper meaning. Okay. You are finding a deeper meaning to your soul purpose. The deeper you go within the hidden shadow, the higher you transcend. Your light, prior to you going into the deep, dark pits of hell, to discover your own soul purpose, healing the inner shadow, it helps you to strengthen your light. So nothing at all that you will fear. You stand in your own integrity. You stand in your own power. You own your power because you're Phoenix rising. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world. Again, look at the two birds. There's the two birds again. They look like... That's quite strange, because these two here reminded me a little bit of... is it like sparrows? But now I'm seeing more of... When you look closely, the colour reminds me of the magpie. Yin and yang. Just stand down there with the light behind you. feel some deep introspection. And through that deep introspection, you are now rising. Today is the day. It is the time to begin your journey, your new journey. The giraffe. When you look at the giraffe with the long neck, in shamanic, the giraffe will connect to the higher conscious and the lower conscious. That's what they represent. You are connecting to both worlds, like the star card of a foot in both worlds. Love that one. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. Got the butterflies, transformation, and the stag. Majestic, royal. Because you are the chosen one. I just looked at 11:11, just came up on the clock. As soon as I said majestic, royal. Okay. This is the energy that's going on around you right now as you're going through this rising of the phoenix within you. Okay, this is the overall energy that's going to govern this card, these cards. Let's go with the tarot. Let's see what comes out. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. It has always, well, it's always been a big thing for me to come onto my own YouTube, and when I did, I don't know what happened. We've all had this spurt of cosmic energy, of consciousness to push us forward. It's like this massive shift of energy to stand true. To say it's okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable sometimes. But are you really vulnerable when you're standing true in your own integrity? Okay. Underneath the deck, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. Okay. You've been through the betrayal. You've been through the deceptions. That's why you're Phoenix rising. You've been through the dishonesty, the trickery, the manipulation. You've been crucified with people around you. You've had to go really deep into the dark night of the soul for Phoenix to rise. You had to go into the burning flame of... I'm just seeing something right now where it's to do with the horse. Right now we're in the year of the horse, which is the fire horse of passion, freedom, movement. But I'm also seeing the phoenix rising, which is also about flames and coming out of the ashes. So it feels as if you got burned. Now I know that you've got burned into finding yourself, the new you. The new beginning, for you to rise from the ash, from the ashes. It's about acting now, finding strategies of where you're going to be going to, what you're going to be moving into, who you are becoming. You know the way. Trust in your intuition, because today is the day for you to rise. Okay? I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles. This is quite interesting. We're coming into the new moon tomorrow on the 18th in the UK, and we're still in the Capricorn season. And so, for you to manifest for the new moon, it's all to do with what you want to create. What do you want to create in your reality? It's very much in the physical realm. Maybe creating a project, maybe creating a new business, maybe moving jobs, maybe building a house. Whatever it is in the physical, You are going to be creating it because you're Phoenix rising. Okay? Saving money will be beneficial for you right now, to save money. It's about you being in control of your finances, being in control of your future. You are the High Priestess. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting your knowledge and wisdom, what you've learned, where you was in the dark night of the soul. You have gained the mysteries of life. My nose is itching again. You have gained the mysteries of life, the hidden aspects, not only of the human psyche, but also of, I'm going to say, the program, the matrix. It feels as if you're stepping into the divine matrix. You're flying towards the divine matrix. You're following your heart. You're following your purpose. You've also got the High Priestess. Abundance. The feminine energy. You're developing the strengths of the divine feminine, because that's where you're aiming for. This is part of your evolution. You did originally lose everything. You lost your home. You may have lost your job. You've been desolate. You may have suffered homelessness or really struggled financially. You lost your lack of faith as you went into the dark night of the soul. Like I said, you were crucified. You were crucified. But through that crucifixion, you rose again. Just like Ashura did. He rose. My nose is so itchy. You suffered disappointments and abandonments. That you had to walk away. You didn't want to walk away, but you had to walk away. You were forced to walk away. Your hand was forced to let go. I'm picking up the song. It's a really old song. It was one day I'll fly away, leave my heart for yesterday. What would my love do? Randy Crawford. That's who it was. Randy Crawford. One day I'll fly away. When you went into the dark night of the soul, prior to you go into the dark night of the soul, you knew that you would have to let go. Let go of everything and everyone that you absolutely loved. You knew that you had to let go. What's the words? One day I'll fly away, leave the heart to yesterday. What will my love do to me? Fly away. Okay, check that out. Okay, that's come out for a reason. When the tower fell, yeah, sudden changes happened, an upheaval, chaos, disaster, but it became your awakening, your soul awakening, for you to release what you once thought was the truth. You had to find yourself. Sun, for you to become conscious. The sun represents the light at the end of the tunnel of the dark night of the soul. So you've got the tower and also the sun. Positivity, happiness, vitality. celebrations, rebirth, where you became then the Queen of Pentacles. You're coming into that because today is your day. This is what you're going to manifest. You've nurtured yourself. You're building up your own security. Wow. You've also got the Nine of Cups, which is coming true for you. Temperance, balance, harmony. Because of your patience, your resilience. You found meaning for your experience from the Nine of Swords and from the Eight of Swords. Wow. And from the Ten of Swords. Wow. You've gone through mental anguish, nightmares, traumas, despair, hopelessness. You've gone through restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality. You've had to work through all of that. You've had to work through negative thought patterns. You've had to go through painful endings. You've had to go through all the woundings, the betrayals, the crisis, the failures, the collapse and the defeat for you to become the High Priestess and the Empress. Wow. Now, governing the High Priestess is the Eight of Wands, but it's all to do with speed action. And that's what I was feeling, that this fast rising of energy, this phoenix rising, it's a movement, it's swift, it's quick action. The divine is giving you all of these informations, giving you all of your gifts, a well-deserved acknowledgement of a job well done, because you did it alone. You're stepping into your purpose. You're stepping into what you want to create in your 3D. The new moon energies is going to be a great opportunity for you to grow, to begin, to start something new. Okay? I do really feel that from the experience that you've experienced, it's something of the insights to that is what you're going to be manifesting, what you're going to be teaching. You could be a healer, you could be a therapist, you could be counselling, teacher. It feels that you could be setting up a retreat or a recovery, something in recovery. But you're planning for your future. You've got the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. Wow. Divine love, harmony, complete bliss, complete union. Dreams coming true. Family contentment through the experience that you've had to endure from the past. The Star. Okay, the energies that I've picked up, the zodiac signs that I've picked up is water signs. I'm picking up something right now as you're going through that Phoenix Rising. You are integrating all of the good aspects of your life story. Everything that you've had to go through, you went into the fire with the knowledge that you already knew about yourself from your own awareness. It's like you was already tuned in to your spirit guides, to the divine. You already knew this. You already knew what you were being shown. So you're able to come out of the fire, out of the ashes, with a clear understanding of the lesson learned and why that happened. There was something specifically that you needed to learn and understand. I've just got to put this on pause for a minute, check my stew. Okay. Sorry about that, I just needed to check my stew. Okay. Yes, it feels as if you were already, as you was going into that dark night of the soul, you was already very much aware of yourself anyway. But you went in with a strong foundation. Your childhood gave you a stronger foundation because of who you were, your soul purpose. You had a soul purpose from a child. It feels to me that your outlook of life was different to let's say the norm of even family members. You were different. You looked at things differently. You saw things differently. You had a depth to you. So you analysed it. You looked at it. So before you went into the phoenix, into the fire, you was already aware of what you were learning in the process of being burnt. You recognised the lessons that you were being taught by the divine. But at the same time, you also knew that the divine was still with you anyway. You're bringing all of this forward in your flight. These are your emotions that are the reflection, okay? It's all about you reflecting your past, your childhood past, but also your past lives was all brought into this moment for you to understand the darker aspects of I was going to say Satan, the darker aspects of the program. It gave you so much insight. And that's what I mean. It's all about you really tapping into all of this knowledge, all of this wisdom, for you to create whatever it is that you are drawn towards to create. It could be therapy. It could be as a therapist, as a counsellor, as a healer or a teacher. It feels all of this information that you gained through the experience. It feels very much of recognising how programmed the 3D is, the belief system, the past traumas, childhood traumas. That's why I'm feeling right now that it's like stirring that part of breaking the cycle. When you're breaking the cycle as a collective, it's affecting the program, the matrix. So it's affecting Satan, the devil energy. So people will be attacking you, but it's like water off duck's back. It's like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I've learnt too much. I've been burned, and I rose from it. I don't care what you've got to say. I know the truth, God's truth. Underneath the deck is the Page of Pentacles. You are developing all of your skills, all of your knowledge that you have learned. Okay, what was hidden? That put you in the hermit mode. What was hidden from the moon? What was in the unconscious? I'm seeing a King of Cups here. I'm also seeing the King of Swords. Okay, air and water. I'm seeing Neptune and Mercury. Okay. A little bit of insight here. What's for tea? I picked this card only because in one of my readings I said I was drinking a cup of tea. No, I wasn't. I was drinking a cup of coffee. That came to me actually when I was looking for my cards. This popped up and I thought, oh, okay. Let's pick this one then. It's called What's for Tea. What's for tea? Takes me back to my childhood, that does. We used to run home from school and go, what's for tea, Ma? Underneath the deck, what's that one? Bad habits, drugs, addictions, bankrupt, dodging bullets, negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by your haters. I feel that you have people around you as you're rising, people watching you, people from your past haters watching you. But at the same time, you're watching them because you can feel it, because you are the Empress and the High Priestess, okay? They ain't shit to you. You don't care. Don't care. You don't care. Let's go for yin and yang. Let's see what you've learned through the experience, through the yin and yang. The plurality of both negative and positive. What is it that you're bringing now into your new beginning? Summertime is going to be very, very significant for you. Timing, activities and goals. This is your life force energy, your new pet terms. Okay? This is where you're going. You're reflected back at the past. You've reflected back at the shadow self. You've reflected and introspection. Like I said, introspection. That's what you've been doing as you've been in the dark night of the soul. You've done some deep, deep shadow healing. You've distanced yourself out, away from all of this negative. You've blocked everybody out. You've blocked everybody out. Okay? You've distanced yourself from them. See that light at the end of the tunnel? You walk those steps alone with the divine helping you. Nobody else helped you. It was a reset. You was once blocked. You ended up, people walked away from you, they turned away from you. But that became your blessing. It became your blessing to be on your own. Spring is that timing card where you're planting your seeds, you're making plans, you're preparing for what you want to manifest in 2026. You're putting in the work. You're aiming for what it is that you want to do. So the new moon tomorrow in the UK, the new moon in the UK, in Capricorn energy still, which is a grounding, earthy sign about manifesting. You are being watched. I said you was being watched by your haters, spying, gathering info, trying to figure you out and keeping tabs. They can see you rising. They're scared. They're scared of you rising. But you are filled with abundance. Okay? You've got the gifts. The divine is giving you the gifts. Giving you all of your gifts. You could be also having abundance, financial abundance, or spiritual wealth or financial wealth. It could be both. Whatever you manifest will be a success. It's going to be a great opportunity, great venture. great promotion for your success. People will try and trigger you. I've already said this. People will try and trigger you, but it ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen. Because all of those patterns, those hidden patterns that once triggered you, do not trigger you. Your art is not blocked. Your higher self is activated with the Phoenix rising. Okay? Higher self, integration, awakening, timeless shift. You are protected. It's going back to that that part of in that Bible. I'm being drawn back to it because with what's just come out. Let's go back to it a minute. I think it was what was it? Was it the 12th? Yeah. The 16th. 16 could mean something to you. I'm going to go back to this one with what I've just said, okay, because it's a prayer of resignation to God's will. I believe, my Saviour, that you know just what is best for me. I believe that you love me better than I love myself. That you are all wise in your providence and all powerful in your protection. My Lord, I will wait on you for your guidance, and on obtaining it, I will act upon it simplicity and without fear. And I promise that I will not be impatient if at any time I am kept by your darkness and perplexity, nor will I ever complain or fret if I come into any misfortune or anxiety. This is about you having faith. Your higher self is activated. It's filled with abundance from the divine, because you went within. You went within. You've done your shadow work. Things are going to happen in the spring. It's going to come into manifestation in the summer. You've moved away. You distant yourself from the past. Okay? And there's that other one. And you are being watched. Because being watched, because they want to trigger, and it is not going to happen. Your light is even stronger. Your faith is even stronger to keep on moving forward. Okay? I don't feel I need to do any more cards except for a message now from the universe with everything that I've just said. Okay. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. Okay. I do believe the spring and the summer. Okay. I'll leave that there. Thank you for joining me. If you're happy with the reading, please like and subscribe. And please comment. I love your comments and I try to reply to them. I love reading them. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your faith in me to subscribe. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I will see you on the next one. So God bless.